everyone, I'm Kathryn and today we're talking about snow days. So since half my viewership comes from outside of America, I have to explain what snow days are. Snow days are when school gets canceled because of the weather. And that's sort of a simplified version, but before I even get into this topic, I need to make a little disclaimer because America is a big place. The school systems works way different than what I've experienced in France or even in Belgium. Otherwise, I'm going to be glossing over that and focusing on snow days because it's a thing that does not exist in France or Belgium or any other country that I have met somebody who has lived there and we've talked about it because there isn't snow in Europe. I'm going to be generalizing now, but one of the differences between the school systems in Europe and America is that in America, at least in my state, we planned for snow days. And so the school year would have an extra 10 to 15 days added to the school year so that during the winter time, if there was a snow day, we wouldn't have to make the days up. Sometimes we'd exceed the snow days and we'd have to go to school longer, and sometimes we wouldn't exceed and we got to leave school sooner, which is something that I haven't seen in France or in Belgium. It seems that school starts every single year on the same day and then it ends at the same day every single year, and that's something that, at least for me during my schooling experience, I never experienced. Getting into snow days. So in America, you have two types of snow days. You have the snow day where the whole school day gets canceled, or you have delays. So you might have a 1 hour delay or a 2 hour delay, and I don't think that I've ever experienced anything longer than a 2 hour delay. So all that means with the delay is that instead of having to be at the bus stop at 6, you'd have to be at 7, or if it was a 2 hour delay, then at 8. But these were things that we took really seriously, and there were 3 causes for having a snow day or a delay. So the first would be snow, that there would just be too much snow. But with snow, if you gave the plows time, they could get the snow off the road, and so too much snow normally resulted in an hour delay or a 2 hour delay. So what you wished for when you were in school was for ice, because there's not much that you can do for ice. They can treat the roads with salt, but at the end of the day, if they're still really icy, they're not going to risk sending the buses out to the kids. So you always wished for ice, and more often than not, that's when school got canceled because the roads were just too bad to have the buses on. And then the third reason, which isn't as frequent as the snow or ice, is chill factor. So in my school experience, I think there were 2 days where school got canceled because it was just too cold outside. As I said, this isn't a recurring frequency of this happening. It's really, I think the first time was in elementary school and the second time was in high school. So you can't count on cold days, but you can always count on ice. So in Pennsylvania, we have real winter. And I say that it's real winter because comparatively to France and Belgium, where I have lived, they don't have winter. Winter in France and in Belgium seems to be just cold weather with rain, and if there's snow, there isn't that much, or it'll be like one day where it snows a lot and you'll get maybe 6 inches of snow, and by the next day it's all melted and gone. That doesn't happen in Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, it snows, and then it snows, and then it snows, and then it snows some more, and it doesn't stop. We get real snow. Like, we get enough snow that you can build stuff out of it. Like, it's amazing and awesome, and I sometimes miss the snow, but most of all, I miss snow days, and I feel bad because I feel like my own children are missing out because they're never going to understand snow days. As a child, I always looked forward to snow days because it was like a surprise day of vacation. But aside from it being a surprise vacation day, there was this superstition around it that everybody in the school got involved with. You always sort of knew beforehand if there was a possibility that school would get delayed or canceled the following day because of the weather. And what would happen is that rumors would go around the school and people would start murmuring that, oh, tomorrow looks like a good day for a snow day. You guys, we have to wear our pajamas inside out. And that was the thing that we did as children. In order to ensure that the next day was a snow day of cancellation, not just a delay, you had to wear your pajamas inside out the night before. And it was this whole epic thing. It's almost ridiculous now, like looking back at how seriously that I and the other children took this. Because the following day, if there wasn't a cancellation, everybody would be trying to figure out who didn't wear their pajamas inside out and completely jinxed it. Typically, the teachers always got blamed because I think in our minds we thought the teachers wanted to come to school, even though I feel like if you were a teacher, you would enjoy a snow day as well. But it's a little tradition that I grew up with that doesn't seem to exist over here. And sometimes it makes me sad because this tiny thing that is otherwise insignificant really impacted my childhood. And I have such happy memories of it, because on the days where we succeeded and everybody wore their pajamas inside out and we had a snow day, I remember spending time on IM Messenger, and we would just spend the day talking about how there was a snow day, and it was a happy, wonderful day. And that's something that I feel like Europeans are missing out on because they don't have snow days. So I'd love to hear back from you guys, because I know that there are some European countries, particularly Norway, Sweden, and Finland, where they get more snow than I think we do in Pennsylvania. And I feel like maybe they might have snow days, but then I think since they're so far up north that they're better prepared and people just might ski to school. I don't know. But I'd love to hear what you guys think below, because for the people that I've talked to, they have no knowledge of snow days or what it is, and it's like, oh, it's this great thing where I come from. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the red button to subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and YouTube probably still won't tell you about my new videos. So be sure to come back Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because those are the days I release new videos. All my social links are left in the description below, which I've done for your convenience. So if you want to internet stalk me, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and I have a blog which you should definitely check out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Tot-ziens, my Appelsiens. So the only really downside to snow days was for the parents, because if you had really young children, you couldn't leave them at home by themselves, so you would have to take a vacation day, because there's no such thing as snow days for work. You just need to get your butt to work. That should probably change in America.